could this happen? The mine, it is collapsing. I left my partner down there. I beseech you to help me in this. We were digging, and then there was a rumbling, and the ceiling began to fall. I thought he was right beside me, but alas, he did not emerge. I would go back, but I have inhaled too much dust. I cannot catch my breath. No, and that is what I fear the most. I would never be able to forgive myself. At the very least, though, I must retrieve his supply pack. Everything is in there. Our maps, our water, our food. I cannot survive without these things. Please, go quickly. It would be terrible if the mine collapsed and we did not at least discover my partner's fate. His name is Haidar. I worked for him for many years before he began acknowledging me as his partner rather than his apprentice. I learned much from him, though. I truly hope you are able to get him out of there. Dwemer gold. It is buried under this desert somewhere. My partner and I worked Kulati mines for some time, but that effort was of no avail. We came here on our own. The fewer people involved, the greater the reward if something is discovered. No, there is no Dwemer gold down there. We had already decided to give up on this mine even before the rumbling began. We had talked of seeking our fortunes in Bangkorai, though now I suppose I might be going there on my own. No, it is not safe. When a mine becomes unstable like this, there is no way to know when it will collapse completely. It's always a gamble. But you look like you are accustomed to danger, and so much... I mean, my partner's life is at stake.
You are bold to enter a collapsing mine, stranger. Beware lest you share my fate. No, only my skull was crushed, and this by the tip of my partner's pickaxe. We finally found something of value down here, gems. But in that very moment, I saw the price of my life's blood in her beautiful eyes. Yes. And keenly do I feel the need for revenge. In death, I have been granted this opportunity. I have poured my hatred into the gems we found. Give them to her. Give them to Samsi, and she will be repaid for her treachery. When I was among the living, I had many questions too. Samsi made sure my questions were put to an end, though. If it will convince you to avenge me, I will answer your questions. What is it you wish to know? It is possible Samsi always intended this, or her true self simply emerged when we finally found something of value. I have known Samsi many years, and she has always been jealous. But I have never thought she harbored murderous intentions in her heart. They would have been worth a fortune when we found them. But now that they carry my curse, any who take them with greed in their heart will have little time to secure a profit. I do not know for certain. It is possible that the gemstones were already cursed before we found them, and this is what caused my spirit to linger. Regardless, I believe achieving vengeance on my killer will bring me peace. The crime of murder is unforgivable. Whether Samsi was influenced or not is irrelevant. She must pay the consequences for taking my life. Very well. I hope you are convinced that my cause is just. Those who would commit murder for coin deserve terrible suffering. My curse will give Samsi a quick and merciful end. Damn you and your cold heart. I will never rest easy while that murderess lives.
Oh no! The fact that he is not with you does not bode well. Did you find anything? Was he dead? What about the supply pack? Cursed? They were... I don't understand. But perhaps it is better if I don't. Perhaps this is what I deserve anyhow. Thank you for helping me, and for sparing me the curse. It seems all these years of mining still have yielded me nothing. I think perhaps it is time I considered a new career. Haidar would have been disappointed, but if he has passed, he will never know anyhow. He did? I do not know what you speak of. I would never kill Haidar. He was my partner, my friend, my mentor. Please, I must be going. A lesson? Yes, fine, maybe. A lesson that this life was never meant for me. Please, just forget we met here. Forget all this. I'm just going to leave. I'm sorry, Haidar.
Sand covers all things given time. Know this, like all things, the pearl was covered in sand. Thus it came to belong to Zet, who works the land. When the pearl is uncovered, the time of Sep's hunger will be over, and water will run from the pearl all over the dead skins, and the hungry stomach will at last be full. The spawn of Satak are weakened by the waters. They are hungry. One sound will open the way, and one sound will close it. Take the call and find a goat. Use the call to lead the goat across the water as an offering to the beast. Only then it will be sated, and only then can you return to me. The pearl is the way and the guide. It is the light to the far shores and back again, as they are placed by Tall Papa's hand. So it begins again. Satak was the first serpent. Satakal eats himself, and the spirits move to the far shores to wait for their next skin. The pearl is the way and the guide. It is the light to the far shores and back again. So it begins again. Ruptka became the Tall Papa, and he made the great map with the stars in his hand. When Sep tricked the spirits, he put a star in his pocket. This was the pearl that fell out when Tall Papa squashed Sep with his staff. Sand covered the pearl. Thus it came to Zet, who works the land. When the pearl is uncovered, the time of Sep's hunger will be over. Know this, the pearl is the way and the guide. The only real world is Satakal. You cannot eat the stars. One sound will open the way, and one sound will close it. This is the sound of the worlds, calling something to save them. What answers the call is the hunger. What answers the call is the hunger. Has it been sated? The story never changes, never shifts as do the stars and the sands. You've done your part, and I must do mine. Know this, so it begins again. Satak was the first serpent. The pearl is the way and the guide, the light to the far shores and back again, placed by Tall Papa's hand.
You may be safer in the desert than in Bergama, Wayfarer. You're heading the wrong way, Wayfarer, just so you know. Anyone with the sense the gods gave to a dog is leaving Bergama, or making preparations to do so. Many people have gone missing in recent days, and the city officials can't seem to do their jobs. Whoever is behind this has them running in circles. Politics. Always the problem here. The magistrate is a forebear, and the crowns say she's incompetent. Neither side trusts the other. It creates quite a mess. You want to help? Speak to the magistrate in the Hall of Judgment. I'm leaving.
I see you there, but you must wait. A scholar's work is seldom urgent, but I have a request from the king himself. It seems the Anse wards have been misplaced. Wait, I should not have... just forget I said that. You did? It has occurred to me that the withered hand might seek to use the wards to raise the consecrated dead at Tuhuaca's throne. I am relieved that you stopped them. So now we just need to find the other two wards. My apprentice Shiri is traveling with Prince Azar, trying to find answers, but they need my research. Let me work. I will ensure you are notified when we know more. It seems the power of the Ansei Wars is somehow linked to their lives of the Ansei who created them. By learning about the Ansei, I hope to get an idea of where the Withered Hand may take the wars. Now, leave me to my work.
There's an urgent task for you.
I've a thirsty blade, and it's overdue for a drink.
I welcome you to Bergama, Wayfarer. I hope you brought your gold. Our markets have goods of the finest quality, things you can find nowhere else. Regardless of any rumors, I assure you the city is safe, so stay as long as you like. Not entirely, but they have certainly been blown out of proportion. Some people speak as if respectable citizens were disappearing left and right. It's true that a few people have gone missing, but they were mostly beggars and vagrants. Oh, that is very kind of you to offer, but my administration has a handle on the situation. I believe Justice Ista and his officers have some promising leads. You are a guest here. It would not do for us to put you to work. Greetings.
Pardon. I would speak.
Comrade, a word.
Greetings, Wayfarer. Our fair city has always been a sanctuary for those traveling across the scorching sands of the Alakir Desert. I hope you find it so. I am Justice Ista, the head of security here. I am pleased to meet you. I overheard you speaking to the magistrate. You expressed an interest in assisting with the investigation. I know she believes we have the situation under control, but I'm afraid nothing could be further from the truth. Because I have withheld many of the facts. Magistrate Sulma is a forebear. In this withered hand business, as the Crown's here calling for King Faharaja to step down. She has enough worries with that. Security is my duty. I do. My bailiffs and I are Crowns. Duty requires we be impartial, but forebears do not trust us, and now our fellow Crowns distrust us because we work for the magistrate. No one talks, so we have no leads on the disappearances. Will you help us? That is what I had hoped. Of course, neither forebears nor Crowns will open up to a stranger, and in fact, you can't even enter their respective fellowship houses. I have a plan, though. You simply have to wear these dishdashas to disguise yourself. Yes, people get quiet when my bailiffs and I are around. Explore the city and listen. In particular, wear the disguises and visit Ragada's Respite and Ator's Oasis. Follow up on any leads and report back when you have something solid. I regret that political disagreements between Crowns and forebears should impede a criminal investigation, but recent events have increased tensions dramatically. I am confident that your assistance in the investigation will prove to be valuable. Justices are men and women chosen by common vote to keep order in Bergama. It is a grave responsibility, not a reward. We answer to the magistrate, but keep our own counsel. If you break the law in Bergama, we will find you. The Crowns are traditionalists. We worship the old gods. In Bergama, many crown families are even descended from ancient Yokudan nobility. Though we are loyal to the throne, we would prefer to see someone other than Faharajad sitting on it. Politically speaking, the forebears claim to be more progressive. They've taken to worshipping the imperial gods and associating more with the other races. King Faharajad even joined the Daggerfall Covenant, a move Crowns were firmly against.
Selection to choose from.
Rumor is that Count Ravenwatch found something important in the Lorkrata Hills. Was it a weapon, maybe? Or an ancient artifact of incredible power?
Rather busy right now.
Be at ease. This is but a simple misunderstanding between merchants who bumped carts. No lives will be lost here.
I'm sorry, only forebears are allowed in today. We do welcome guests on some occasions, so I hope you will return at another time.
Hail, brother. It is good that you have come. The Withered Hand has been here. I can feel it. Stay vigilant.
Welcome to the Fellowship Hall. You're not from Bergama, though. Are you from Sentinel? No matter, as long as you're a forebear. Then you may come and go as you see fit. Would you like me to get the door?
Greetings.
The person behind the disappearances is definitely a crown. No doubt about it.
Now that's low, even for you. How could you possibly know that?
Because there were shreds of a crown dish dasha left at one of the crime scenes.
Are the bailiffs covering that up? This is the first I've heard of it.
Greetings.
Hello.
Welcome to the Bergama Crown Fellowship Hall. I do not recognize you, but I see you wear the formal dasha. I trust you are a crown from outside the city? Those who honor the ancient Yokudan traditions are always welcome here. Come inside and enjoy our hospitality.
brother Istar has not visited the Fellowship House much of late.
No, but one of the bailiffs was here. Believe it or not, the guards almost didn't let him in.
Truly? What possible reason would the guards have for keeping out a bailiff?
His crown Distasha was all shredded up. I suppose it happened when he arrested someone. I just gave him a new one.
Honor and service.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Regardless of what he's told you, Magistrate, Ista and his bailiffs have made no progress in their investigation.
Honestly, I'm more worried about the withered hand than these disappearances, Councilman. We just have to give Ista more time.
I don't know. Bailiff Fakimal, the one who lives at the northwest edge of town, I heard he was ignoring evidence in the case.
We can't believe everything we hear. You have my word, though, if necessary. I will deal with Ista.
The guild requests your help.
Anything I can do for you?
Justice Ista, you are hereby found guilty of obstructing an investigation and conspiring against the people of Bergama.
I do not know from where these charges originate, Magistrate, but I am innocent. You will see. The truth will come to light.
You will remain here until a thorough investigation has been completed. I am sorry, Ista. Do not waste my time.
Well, it seems my efforts to shield the Magistrate from security concerns have landed me in the stocks. The Magistrate says I impeded the investigation. Apparently, she went behind my back to conduct her own inquiries. I found evidence she has been meeting secretly with Fakimal, one of my bailiffs. When I asked her about it, she had me locked up. What? How can this be true? Fakimal has been known to bend the law, but he always followed orders. I can't imagine him going on a killing spree. Where is he? I would speak with him straight away. Dead? The poor boy. I don't understand. You're saying he was killing people under orders? The only people with the authority to issue orders to Fakimal are myself and... The magistrate. You think she's involved in this? That looks like Sulma's key, and this would explain why she put me in the stocks. May I request one last favor, then? The magistrate's home is southwest of the Hall of Judgment. Would you investigate the place?
Come on, you dogs. We need to get this load of bodies out of here. Alasan is waiting. What were you doing down there? You saw, didn't you? So now you know my dark secret. It must be horrifying. I haven't been able to bring myself to go down there since this began. I just gave Fakimal a key. Do you understand, though? Do you realize why this is necessary? Yes, there is no other way. Do you understand the power of the Withered Hand? King Faharajad, the Ashaba, they cannot stop them. Eventually the Hand would have come here and killed everyone. This deal is our only hope. It was the only deal Alasan would accept. It seems terrible, but we're only killing vagrants, criminals. To save the city, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Let me finish this. It's only a few more corpses. Will you keep my secret? If that's your choice, I will turn myself in. There's no point in trying to deny my crimes. Mark my words, though, Wayfarer. You've doomed Bergama. The Withered Hand will kill us all. I hope I'm wrong, but in my heart, I know I'm not. Go on. I will just turn myself in. I suppose this will exonerate Ista. You should speak to him.
Hello.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Sharing the evidence you discovered at Fakimal's house, I was able to convince the other bailiffs to release me from the stocks. Tell me, though, what did you learn at the magistrate's house? That must have been quite a grisly scene. The other bailiffs are already on their way over there. I will leave it to them to arrest the magistrate as well. Why, though? Why did the magistrate and Fakimal kill all these people? All right. I have witnessed many dark crimes in my time as justice, but they pale in comparison to this. To think our own magistrate would make a deal with the Withered Hand. What could she possibly hope to gain from such a thing? A noble notion, I suppose, but nothing can justify the murder of innocents. She will pay for her crimes. You've done quite a service for our fair city. I'm not one for emotional displays of appreciation, but you have my gratitude. If the Withered Hand ever does try to take Bergama, we will now fight twice as hard to defend it. This city will persevere, and you will always be welcome here.